camera done slipped. Today we're going to talk about buying used boats. We're going to take this bad boy out on the lake. We're going to run it. We're going to try the trolling motor out. It's got some graphs on it. I don't know if they work, but it's a pretty good deal. It's a 2000 Javelin with the 175 Evinrude on the back. Never had an Evinrude. And yes, I am wearing a Mercury shirt. Don't judge me. See if this bad boy will start up, which I know it'll start. I know it'll start. There we go. There's the beat. Let's take her down the lake. 2000 Javelin, 19 Renegade, which is 19 footer. It's got an Evinrude 175 on the back. It's kind of a small looking motor, compact. It's almost smaller than a Mercury, like a 150. See if she'll get on plane here. That's not good. Let's try it again. Everything's good. I don't know how long this boat's been setting. Warm up a bit, I guess, get some fresh gas in there. I put fresh gas in it. Every time you buy it, or if you go look at a boat and you have the opportunity to take it out and test drive it, ask questions. How long has the boat been setting? How old's the gas in it, which will determine how long it's been setting. Some people drain it, most people don't. So far, the layout of this boat, it's real comfortable. It's a lot of leg room, huge back deck. It's a co-angler's dream. Or if you got a family like me, probably my wife and two girls could probably lay it on the back while I fish up front, which is a big plus. The deck, it would be nice. Uh-oh. So we had the alarm come on the boat, and I'm just gonna open up the back here. It's got oil. It's a little grimy back here. I don't know how old those batteries are, but it's got probably, it's a little under half full of oil. Charged up everything. It's a new cranking battery, so it's got oil. Don't know. That's why you test them. Try the old get on the front deck trick. See if that helps plane it down. Looks like it's helping. Keep stopping. Don't try this at home. I'm a professional. Now it's just giving out. Seemed like it wanted to plane out. Sometimes you can go side to side. Not today. Graph works. I'll hammer down one more time and try to lay on the front deck and see what happens. Okay, Always check the bulb. Check the bulb, make sure it's got pressure. Gas going to the motor. That's pretty tight. We already checked the oil level, and it's got a brand new cranking battery. It could be this Evinrude. I think what's happening is it's my Mercury shirt. It's mad at me. Maybe if I switch shirts, it'll run. But I don't have another shirt. I think what I'm gonna do is have my wife, which is more sensible, which, you know, sometimes I'm not the brightest, but I'm gonna let my wife get behind the wheel. She knows how to drive a boat. She has her boater's license. I think if you've owned a boat and something's coming out on it, like a power pack or something like that, you know that if you stand on the front deck, it'll plane out. Like if you're at a tourney or you're just out away from the ramp, you can always stand on the front deck. If it's hitting about 2,000 RPMs and it won't plane, have your buddy sit on the front deck and it should plane on out. Ideal is it's either got power pack out, I'm no mechanic, power pack, or it's got water in the fuel. I actually took rubbing alcohol and poured in the gas tank, which should soak up all the water, which that's what this boat mechanic told me to do, so I did it. Get behind there, crank it up, and let's take off and see if we can get this thing planed out so it'll run, and maybe once it starts running, it'll get on plane again with, I don't know, we'll see. Take it easy on me. I'll just sit. Hammer down. All way? Yep. Getting there. No dice. So we pulled up on this point, and I'm going to, yeah, you got a fish out of it. Make sure everything's good. Check out this Evinrude trolling motor, which is pretty much a Minn Kota. Well, this doesn't work. Got it on. Ooh, look at that eagle. It works. Not really. So the wind's blowing. The trolling motor don't work. The depth finder's from 1850. So we're just, we're out here drifting, trying to fish. I'm probably in a My buddy gave me this jig head, tied the skirt, put my little baby D-bomb on it. That's a bad dude right there. Love that jig. Let's check out the compartments up here on this Javelin. This is the front deck. You know, they could have made the front deck a little bit bigger because the back deck is huge. You know, they could have, I just like I like bigger platforms. But right here, you have a compartment. I've got my tackle warehouse tackle bag in there, which is, I'll go over that later. My camera bag. You could probably fit a pretty good storage right there. I mean, it goes all the way back in there. Probably fit tons of freaking tackle in that. I do like that. But for now, I just got my bag, and my camera bag, and that's all. Got 2 rod lockers. Decent. Looks like something got into that. That's not good. But, you know, it's real life. The rod locker over here. Got some, looks like some ropes, lights, stuff like that. Rod lockers seem to be pretty good size. I'm gonna go ahead and shut that trolling motor. It's decent. It's not my favorite, but you know, it's platform. It's pretty good size, I guess. They could have made it bigger. Like I said, trolling motor don't work, so we don't know. Eagle depth finder from who knows. It's got a tilt, which is nice, you know. Kind of cool. Got all your power switches, aerators. They work. Aerators work. Bilge works. Can you hear that? The lights work. The Everything works on here. It's got a nice little Humminbird 597 down imaging. That's pretty nice. Still got the flasher. That flasher works. Check that out. Kinda. Okay, maybe it don't. RPMs, that gauge works. That's very important. Miles per hour, they never work on the boats that I've had. Voltage, that works. Fuel gauge works. PSI, that works. That's your water pressure, I think. And then it's a dual console, so you have a lot of room over there in this. And I'm sitting in the middle of the lake. I have to move. Even though we don't have a trolling motor, ain't gonna keep me from fishing. So I'm gonna fish this dock real quick. If I can't pull one off. Been a good dock in the past. No trolling motor. Kind of pain in the butt. Whatever. Take lemons and you make apple juice with it. Have some new colors. I got some new colors from Missile Baits. Nobody's seen yet. Bam. This is my favorite. This is a new bomb shot color. Not that one. Bro. Look at that. Tell me that doesn't have sex appeal. Love it. That's all you get to see. I will let the rest trickle out later. Kind of sucks I don't have a trolling motor. What do you do?
Don't buy this boat.
Don't buy this boat. The first time I've ever agreed with my wife on purchasing a boat. Right? Probably the first time. So I'll just show up with them in the driveway. Notice when you go to a boat ramp, there's always a pontoon in the ramp every time. Well, at least 40% of the time. Ooh, man, it's hot, 90 degrees out. Back here at the boat ramp, getting ready to load the boat, if I can load it. Took the boat out. It's not gonna work out, not gonna purchase a boat. I've bought probably 4 or 5 boats, got pretty good deals on them. You know, most of the time I'll update the graphs on it and maybe the trolling motor, and then I'll resell it. This boat, it's got motor problems, like it won't get on plane. The alarms are going off. Like I said, I checked, it's got oil. It's got a new cranking battery. I'm not sure about the trolling motor batteries, but the trolling motor didn't work. It rides good. Once it got on plane, it rode really good. It handled the wakes. It's a little busy out here, or up the river. It's a little busy, so it handled the wakes pretty good. It's got a lot of storage in it. Don't ever buy a boat that has an inkling of engine problems. The boat could be 5 years old, and if it has like any kind of motor problems, or if you get like that little sense, you know, the spider senses, like something ain't right with this motor, don't buy it. What's gonna happen is, it could be something, it could be an impeller, it could be a power pack, it could be plugs, it could be water in the tank, you don't know. It could be something simple, but then again, it could be something very costly. You know, you don't want to sit there and drop like 2,500 bucks on a new power head or $4,000 on a power. You don't want to do that. If you love the boat and love the hull and you gotta have it, then sure, go ahead if you ain't gonna sell it. But me, I was gonna get this boat and flip it and you know, try to make some beach money or something, you know, just a little extra spending cash. That's my video on buying a used boat, you know, kind of what to look for, just with my experience. If I missed something, comment down below. It doesn't matter because the motor doesn't run like I want it to, and I don't want to have to put any money in the motor. If you've got any stories or got any tips, please comment below. Help out your other boaters out there looking for a used boat or just looking for, you know, comment below. It never works for me. Like, that shit doesn't work. Ho, 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 ho. This boat because that motor ain't got no power. Something's wrong with it. It ain't water in the fuel because I've already ran all the old gas out, and this morning I put new gas in it. I mean, it probably could be fixed, but
not today.
Not today, Junior.